Hey guys, it's Rebecca from Mama Bear Custom Wreaths and welcome to my channel, Mama Bear Custom Wreaths, where I make wreaths and all things home decor and I show you how I do it all. So today we are going to be working with a 21-inch painter stick to make a tropical fun summer wreath. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you guys get notified when I have a new tutorial. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to take our 21-inch painter stick. I do have links to Amazon. I will tell you it is cheaper at a hardware store. So we are going to measure our whole fingers, our whole length of our hand from here to here. Okay. And then we're going to tie a chenille stem right there. So about the edge of your pinky to the edge of your thumb. Okay. And we're going to do that again on this side. Right about there. Then we're going to tie it tightly. Okay. And then we're going to do that again. Another hand. You guys hear that? I think they're spraying for mosquitoes. It's like 2 in the morning right now. It's been raining every day here and the mosquitoes are just, they've gone wild. It's mosquitoes gone wild here in Texas on the coast. Okay, so 5 fingers again. And then one right smack in the center. So we have our 5 little legs just sticking up. And now we're gonna get some deco mesh. Oh, sorry I did this on camera, it's so loud. And I am using my cutting mat, which is a beautiful thing because I can cut on it, I can glue on it, I can do all kinds of things to it, and I protect my furniture and I can measure. So I use this every day for every project. I do have links if you want to get one. They're about 30 bucks, but it's a worthwhile investment. Okay, so I'm gonna roll out my mesh and I'm going to cut 25 inches. This is like a light green. So I already have some cut in different. I'm going to take my 25-inch deco mesh. I am going to get a chip clip right here. I'm gonna put something heavy on this side, and on this side I am going to roll in my deco mesh, make a little cigar. I'm gonna turn this around, put this heavy thing right here, and again I am going to roll this, and then I am going to walk the other side to me. And then right in the center, I am going to squeeze it and I'm going to make this little butterfly. I am going to put this one facing parallel to my painter stick. And I'm going to just tie it once because I'm going to open this up again. So there's no need to tie it tightly, okay? And then I have already done the cruffle method to this teal color. I'm going to lay this one right next to this one, but instead of it going in the same direction like this, I am going to have it in the opposite direction. So they're perpendicular to each other. Okay. And then I am going to get a yellow And I am going to do the opposite direction. Put that one in the opposite direction. And then I'm going to get a pink and tie that in this direction. Okay, so they're all going in different, one goes this way, one goes this way, one goes this way, one goes this way. Now I'm going to I'm going to open this one up again, and I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So I'm going to go the perpendicular to it, make a cross basically. Okay, we have that. Going this way. We're just going to have it face the opposite way. Okay. Open that up, and we're going to just do the opposite direction. So we're just going to be changing colors all the way down. And we're changing colors, and we'll be doing the opposite direction on the second cruffle than the bottom one. Okay, so that's our wreath base, and I thought this would look so cute right here in the center. So we have our sign, and I want to put our sign right smack in the middle. So I'm going to get my cable mount ties, and I can never get this tape off easily, y'all. Oh, I did. Make myself look like a liar there. It's normally not that easy. And we're just going to put these on the back of our sign. Just peel those off. And I did put my little cordless mini Sure Bonder. I don't like the large Sure Bonder that's cordless because it leaks everywhere. You waste so much glue. While that is heating up, I'm gonna get 2 chenille stems. I'm gonna crisscross them like this. And then I am going to tie them. So we're gonna crisscross applesauce, and then keep going till it's all the way flat. Okay, we're gonna do that twice. And I am doing a different color than the color that I used on the wreath base, just so that I don't confuse myself. If you watch any of my other tutorials, I always give this advice and I never follow it. So today, guys, I am doing as I say. And we're gonna go ahead and poke through the little holes in our cable mount there. And then tie this here. I'm going to do that again on the other side. Okay, and then let's see if our glue gun's hot yet. It is. I am just going to glue around the cable mount onto our sign. That's dry-ish, dry enough. And so I'm gonna open my little legs here, and I am going to place this, say about right there, and just tie it around the back like so. Then I will do that again on the top. That's my husband, you guys. He's up late with me, if you heard that. Okay. That is on there. Now I'm also going to take some hot glue to the back of my sign, and I'm going to glue it. You could just glue it. It's honestly light enough, but I like to be extra safe and cautious to make sure it doesn't fall off. Okay, so that is so far our sign. Don't worry about these. We might use these to tie some stuff on, so I leave these on until the very end, okay? So don't worry about that. We will get rid of those. And I'm gonna get my Bodabra here. And let's get our ribbon, shall we? So I do have a little bit of a splurge. This is designer ribbon, and I love the colors of it. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so I am going to get a floral wire and a zip tie. And I am going to get my ribbon scissors. These are my regular scissors. These are my ribbon scissors. Why do I have different scissors? Well, because these are fabric scissors. These are sharper and give a more precise surgical cut than our regular scissors. So that makes my wreaths look nicer. Okay, so I'm gonna make a bow here, and I'm gonna measure my tail. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I want my tail about, maybe not that long, about right there. And I am going to make a loop. I'm gonna eyeball measure it, okay? It's a very precise measurement called the eyeball measurement, where you just look at it and whatever looks good, that's what you go with. So I'm thinking I don't want to overpower the sign, but I do want it to be big. I think that's a good size right there. So I will pinch this. This is going to be my tail. This is going to be my just throw it on the floor. And that's going to be my loop. So I'm going to go from the back to the front, and I am going to measure it like this. Little bunny ears, like when you tie your shoelaces, okay? And that looks to be about even. And then we're gonna look at it. Does it look even? Let's see. I think it does. And our tail, one side could be a little bit longer. It kind of gives it a little bit more personality. So we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this tail just a wee bit longer. Okay. Get that later. So that is my first bow. This light pink right here. We're gonna do that as our next color. I'm gonna put my little pin in my little tomato. I just got a cute little porcupine too to put my pins in. And then we are going to measure our tail about that long. We're going to pinch it. Then we're gonna make a loop We're gonna see about how big we want it. I say about that big. So it's gonna be a little bit smaller than the loop of the bow of the ribbon under it. Bring it from the back to the front. Then we're gonna measure our bows with our fingers. That's about right. And cut our bow. Cut our ribbon, I mean. Okay. And then I like the way that looks. Then we're gonna go and get our teal here. And we're gonna do our tail. We're gonna pinch it. And we're gonna do a loop, little loop-de-loop. It's gonna be about the same size. As the bow beforehand, the loop beforehand. We're gonna go from the back to the front. Okay. And then cut off our tail. Make sure we're pinching everything. Let's straighten our ribbon. This is kind of a really flimsy ribbon. It's not wired. So it doesn't hold like the other one does. You can tell the shape of this one compared to the other ones. But I like the color, so we'll make do. Okay. I might make them a little bit shorter. Okay. And then we're going to go with our, this is like a striped green. Okay. And then we're gonna measure our tail. We're gonna make a loop. We're gonna make a smaller loop on this one. So I say, let's go right about here. Then we're gonna go from the back to the front. Let's measure it. There we go. And cut our tail. How cute that is looking. It screams summer. And then let's get our hot pink, shall we? Yes, hot pink. I'm feeling the hot pink. I'm not putting any yellow because I feel like the yellow deco mesh is so loud. That we don't need to do it in a bow also. So let's measure our tail, pinch it, make a smaller loop. So a wee bit smaller, okay. From the back to the front. Measure our loop, and that one's way off. Okay. All right. So that's what our bow looks like thus far. I'm going to take my floral pen and just put it back here. You could put Deco Matte, you could put a Chanel stem as well. We're gonna get our zip tie. We're going to wrap it around our bow. We're gonna make sure that we hear that little clicking sound, because if we don't hear that, then it's not gonna stay. And then let's just fix our ribbons. Okay, let's just fix our ribbons so they look nice. Okay, tighten that up. Then we're gonna take our wire cutters, not our scissors, our wire cutters. And we're gonna put that. Put away our ribbon. And then, since it ties, we have our floral, a wire behind that, we can tie this right around our painter stick. So I'm going to tie that nice and tight. Now while we're back here, I'm going to go ahead and just clip all of this off. Just make sure this is where I want my bow. Okay, and then we're going to fluff our bow. So just roll our tails, give them some love, massage them. All right, so I have these little palm tree looking things, and I am gonna cut some of these, and we're just probably gonna cut these shorter, but we're just gonna glue them. Yeah, this is way too long. We are going to attach them to our swag, just kind of all over the place, to give it that tropical look. So we'll just position these throughout our wreath here. Okay. Okay, and then we are going to not start a fire. I just knocked over my glue gun. 1 second. Okay, then we're going to just be adding flowers everywhere as well, just to give this wreath, these flowers have some leaves. Okay, so I like that right there. I like that right there. So let's go ahead and glue a little leaf, a little leaf right there, and then I'm gonna put this flower right there. So we're gonna glue, just glued our sign. Oh no. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave it there. Just gonna leave it there. We're gonna let it cool. And then when it's cooled, I'm gonna peel it off. So I'm gonna glue my stuff. You guys see here on the side. And just glue it all over our wreath. Swag. What do you guys call this? You guys call this a wreath or a swag? I call this a swag because it goes up and down. It's not circular. I'm just curious. What do you guys call this? So I'm not going to burn my fingers. Just going to glue it. Okay. Just add some glue here. Put it right over here. Put this down here. Where are you guys watching me from? What's the weather over there? We are at 90-degree weather already here. And let me tell you, my electric bill is feeling it. It is very, very hot in Texas. Okay, let's add this one here. I'm just gonna add these all over the place. Add some glue. Glue pot would be a lot quicker. I do have mine looking at me like, why aren't you using me? But it takes too long to heat up, so I am impatient. Patience is not a virtue that I have. That looks cute right there. Now this other yellow flower that I thought was really pretty because it's really big. Oh yeah, right there. Right there, right there. So we'll add some glue right there. So what's everyone doing for summer? The kids are out of school. Anyone taking any nice vacations? If you are, let me know where you're going. Make me jealous. We are living it up by the pool. So we have a pool, but we also go to the pool at the club, at our club, and they have a slide there. And my 3-year-old, actually a very good swimmer, and he's finally tall enough to be able to go down the slide himself. So we live there. He could care less about any destination if it does not have a slide that he can go down. So we are all very tan this summer. We've all gotten like 4 shades darker. Just being out there all day with him. I'm trying to find, I think it needs a palm tree leaf right there. Let's do that. Let's put one right about here. Yeah, I have water babies, so we live literally like 5 minutes from the water. And everyone here has a swimming pool, or their neighborhood has a swimming pool. There's seagulls all the time that you can hear. So this kind of decor is actually really good for my area. For all the beach bums over here. We're all beach bums. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was missing right there. All right, sorry guys. I just put those 2 flowers in there. I didn't realize it wasn't recording. But I just literally just put these 2 flowers in here. I'm just gonna glue them in. I was having a whole conversation by myself too. You guys missed it, it was great. So it comes with this one. I wonder how these would look. Let's just try this. Let's just try and see. So I have leaves like this. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, let's just do that. Give it a little bit of variety here. Oh, you like that? I do, I do, I do. See, and all this greenery is just really making the tropical look. You know, it's looking like a rainforest. So glad. See, this just goes to show, like, you can have an idea of what your design is going to look like, and then once you start making it, like, it just changes. It's not always for the better. Sometimes you should have just stuck to your original design, but in this case, I think it worked out. Yes, I love this. Okay, now we're going to be a little bit extra and bougie. I did this in another tutorial. This is the back part. we can cut this of our wreath, of our swag, I'm sorry. And let's go ahead and take some of our ribbon. I'm gonna use this one. And let's also take a chenille stem. And then we're gonna tie this right underneath this one, this chenille stem. You guys see that? And then I'm just going to wrap it around. And that is what we can hang our swag with from. Okay. Now, you don't have to do this. This is extra, but I did it on the last one. I'm like, oh, it looks cute. So I was gonna do this again because some of you have asked me, what do you do in the back? Normally I do nothing because I want the front to look so good. They don't care what the back looks like. But seriously, we can do this in the back to kind of hide all of that ugliness in the back. And we just put some hot glue. And just glue some ribbon. The 1.5 inch ribbon works perfectly on these painter sticks, FYI. Some people I've seen get felt and all that. If you have a 1.5 inch ribbon, you don't need to do that. And that's going to be the back of our wreath. I mean, our swag. So now I'm just going to fluff my ribbon out. And if you want to dovetail, you can. I don't think I'm going to dovetail on this one. I think I'm going to leave my ribbon tails just as they are. Okay, let me put you guys facing forward so you guys can see this. All right, guys, this is our tropical happy summer fun swag. Is it not just so colorful? This screams summer. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, do me a huge favor. Please leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, let me know that you liked it, and let me know where you're watching me from. I am in Texas. And if you did like it, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to follow me on all of my social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, anywhere and everywhere, Pinterest, I'm there. And of course, you're on YouTube. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next tutorial. Bye.